Hi, I'm Willie. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. And what we're going to look at in this video is how to capture packets in UniFi. So previously, to do any kind of packet capture, you either had to do an aggregation port or a mirroring port and capture the packets that way, or you had to SSH into the APs and send the information out. Well, UniFi now has a few different options for capturing packets directly in your console. So we can see that I am over here at my UDM SE. Before we dig too far into the options to do this, to view a capture file or a PCAP file, you've got to have some sort of software, something that can read it. The most popular piece of software to do that is Wireshark, and we've done some introduction to Wireshark on the channel before. You can do a search for that. You can download it. It's free. There's portable versions out there, and it is our go-to because I don't have to have necessarily an internet connection if I'm troubleshooting something on the network. It's loaded on the laptop. You just upload the files, or we can listen to the traffic in real time if we are doing that mirrored port. And you can get adapters for Wi-Fi where you can capture Wi-Fi packets. But the point to this is it's downloadable. You have it, and you don't have to have an internet connection, which is nice. But there are several online services that you can use, like Dynamite Lab, Packet Safari, and then Gigasheet has a PCAP file viewer. So if you don't want to install Wireshark, I do suggest that you use Wireshark. There is a portable version if you don't want it installed. You can use these online tools if Wireshark is not your bag, right? So over here on the UDM SE, the first place that we're going to go, and when I first did this video, this button actually wasn't showing up for me, and it is showing up now, which is good. But what we do is we go to our device. This is the UDM SE, and we bring up the panel for it. And over here, there's this packet capture option right here. So we can click this, and it's going to come up for the UDM SE. It's going to ask me which network I want to capture my packets for, and I can select my routed IPs, my primary WAN, or any other internal network, and then I simply click capture. It's going to run this capture for 30 seconds. It's going to package the file up, and then it's going to give us the option to download it. Now, I don't know which switches you are using. Someone said that they had this option on their switch. I have one of the newer switches, and I don't have the packet capture button yet. So maybe after I upload this video, my packet capture button will just show up. I don't know. But it's going to be the same way on the switch. It's going to be the same way on your console, and it's going to be the same way on the AP. But I'm going to show you the AP here in a second. So now we can just click download this file. We'll do that, and then I'll show you what the capture looks like in Wireshark. All right, so we've got our file that we downloaded. I've got Wireshark running here, and we can go ahead and extract all of this, and then we can open this with Wireshark. So we'll go ahead and open the file. And so I just went to File and Open. We're going to go in here, and this says the capture file appears to have been cut short, and that's okay. So you can see, if you're not familiar with Wireshark, go out, look at some tutorials. Super powerful. The only thing you can't do unless you've got some way to decrypt the SSL or the TLS packets is you can't look inside of those. But a lot of standard TCP, UDP, here you can see there's some ICMP or ping traffic happening. There's DNS happening out to ping.ui.com. You're going to be able to really see what's going on at a packet level on your network. It's an invaluable tool. So let's hop back over to the UDM SE, and we'll do the same thing with the access point. All right, so we're back over to the UDM SE. We're going to go down here to radios, and whichever access point that you have that this is available on right now, it's my understanding that it's available on the U7 access points, the U6 access points. I think there's a special version of firmware you have to have. I'm not doing it on the U6. I'm only doing it on the U7, so it is just showing up here. What we could do is we go to the U7 Pro Max, we click packet capture. Now here we can capture packets on the wireless interface or the uplink port. So if you're troubleshooting an issue with wireless clients, it might be beneficial to use the wireless. If you're looking at something that's going on with multiple clients or something with the AP itself, then you would look at this uplink port. I don't have anything connected to the Wi-Fi on here, so we're not going to get much out of that. But if I do the uplink port, by the way, your duration is a minimum of 30 seconds and a maximum of 300. So kind of keep that in mind. But we're going to go ahead, if we had different networks here that this could use, then we would do that. We're going to go ahead and hit capture. It's going to do the same thing. It's going to run this capture for 30 seconds. Sometimes 30 seconds isn't going to be enough. Sometimes you're going to have to bump it up to 300 seconds. So if you have a switch and that button is showing up for you on your switch, let us know down in the comments which switch you're using, what firmware you are on, and if you've used the packet capture on your switch. Like I said, it's not showing up on my switch. It probably will at some point. So it's packaging this file, and then we can download it the same way that we did from the UDM. If you got any questions about this, let me know. If you're interested in Wireshark, I can either point you to some really good resources. We can do some more Wireshark videos. It doesn't really matter to me. I love when people start using these tools and figuring out how to do some of this troubleshooting, because troubleshooting is one of the more difficult things that we do in this field. If we have a cookie cutter for the way we set systems up and we deploy them and they usually run fine, that's great. But then what happens when something goes wrong? You have to have that troubleshooting skill set. And a lot of times when we're dealing with the network, packet capture is going to be very high at the top of the list, right after we check the physical connections and we maybe check DHCP if there's an issue or whatever. We're probably going to capture packets. When we're doing voice troubleshooting, we use packet capture almost every single time, unless we see something that's so out of pocket that's the problem. So if you got questions about this, let me know down in the comments. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, share, follow me on Twitter and TikTok. Those links are down below, along with affiliate links, a Patreon link. And if you need IT consulting, if you need help troubleshooting, if you need new networks, voice, wireless, wired, NAS, security, all those things, head on over to williehowe.com, fill out the contact form, and someone will be in touch with you as soon as possible. If we can't help you, we'll refer you to a vendor who can. That's our promise to you. If you'd like to talk more about this or other technology just in general, head on over to community.williehowe.com, sign up, and join the conversation. Once again, I'm Willie. I want to thank you for being here, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.